All right, you guys, just sit down, grab something to drink, get comfortable, get cozy, pack it in for a while. I got a lot of stuff to show you. All right, we're going to go through some of this stuff pretty quickly because they're like smaller makes, but are you ready? Are you ready? I got tons of stuff here and stuff I worked on and yarns to show you. Just be prepared. Okay, here we go. This was for one of the challenge things I was doing, like pull a project. I pulled a project. You might have seen him. He's been sitting in the bedroom on the bed for a while. He has not made it to a show yet, a craft show yet. So there he is. I made the snowman. All right. This is our tree that we made in our crochet along live. This was last week, according to my time frame. Anyhow, I liked it. It's cute. We decorated it, put lots of little fun things on it. I was not happy with the spacing between the layers. We're working on another one, and I'm liking that one better already. But I mean, it's okay. It's okay. You make this little base, you stick it up there, and you know, he stands up. You stick it up there. All right. The girls at the hair salon loved the pumpkins. They especially love the pumpkins. It's made out of this. I think it's called facet yarn. I don't have any with me right now, but I had to make another one, and I've been seeing people do pumpkins with lots of embellishments. So I made this one. Right? It is so cute. I love this yarn. This is a bobble stitch pumpkin, which means you don't have to do anything. You don't have to draw it in to make like the spines or anything. The bobbles just make little spines, and we decorated it with a mushroom and some leaves, and I love the colors. I bought a few more skeins of this type of yarn in different colors. Have I even shown it to you? I may have shown it. I don't even remember if I've shown it to you. But I bought 4 different skeins in lots of pretty colors, and they loved this one. I took it to the shop the other day. Nobody bought it, but they loved it. I will show you something that they did buy, and the girl who does my hair bought one, so I don't have it to show you. She bought one of these. I mean, it's the most adorable little hat, right? I hunted and hunted to find these little furry. These are furry. They're not like the felty pom-poms. These are furry ones. And I wanted a smaller size. This hat here is like a 6 to 12 month size. The one I made in red sparkle yarn. And I want to go to Hobby Lobby and see if I can find green sparkle. I'm pretty sure they have green and sparkle. But I didn't have any sparkle. The sparkle is really pretty. And then the little pom-poms, you can make this in anything from preemie up to an adult large size. So they're fun to make. They're easy to make. They go pretty quick, and I love that. Okay. Next, what do I have next? My pumpkin squares. My pumpkin squares, I don't know if I've shown you any of this stuff. My pumpkin squares I turned into a bag. Got my 4 pumpkin squares, and I sewed them together, and then I did some rounds of double crochet up here in the same colors, did a little scalloped edge at the top, did a Tunisian crochet strap so it doesn't stretch very much, added a little toggle button, and I think it's adorable. It's got a very long strap. You could tie this, I suppose, if you wanted, or just leave it long or whatever. So I made that guy. I like that bag a lot. On bags, this was my Entrelac Energy bag. This was for the yarn store or local yarn store. First time I've done Entrelac. This is how it turned out. Now, each one of these little squares is a different color. Now, you only had to do color changes per row. So this was 1 row. This is row 2. This is row 3. This was row 4. So you had to do color change for each of the rows. But then the strap, this is the strap. The strap becomes the sides of the bags. And this one has a really long strap, a great big old button. But how cute is that? Here's the back of it. I used lots of different fun colored yarns. And look at that. I love it. Okay. I really like this whole Entrelac thing. I have my Halloween countdown kit from Bad Sheep Yarn. The pattern for that is an Entrelac like cowl, a big long scarfy thing. an infinity scarf, so to speak. I hope my mic is going to hold out for us. I'm going to keep checking it. Just, I don't want to be talking and not recording. So I want to work on that because it's done a little differently than this one, but it's still these little small squares connected together. I think that's pretty. Okay. Here's something else I saw and I was like, these would be great for a craft show. It's a pot holder with a pocket here. Okay, let me take this stuff out. So you can use it just as like a pot holder. It is lined. It has batting. So this is double thick. The back is double thick and it has batting inside it, which you tack down. And it's 2 pieces. It's an interesting construction, but it leaves this pocket. Here's my little gingerbread one. So I found these at Dollar General. Look, $2. I'm going to take that off. Nobody's going to know that. And then I found this at the Dollar Tree. So here's like $3 worth of stuff. And you can tuck it in a little pocket. And I don't know if I want to do it this way. Maybe you do it this way. Like, there we go. There, like that. There we go. That's how I had it. Super cute. So a little gingerbread, right? That's not the only one. I have this one done. A little snowman, right? A little snowman. And then look at, these were so perfect. Look, it has snowman cookie cutters. This had gingerbread man cookie cutters. I stopped at another Dollar General yesterday and they didn't have any of these. And I'm going to go to mine locally where I found them before. I also have a pattern for Santa. All right. And I've got cookies and a spatula thing to go with that. All right. Now, I don't have a lot of works in progress, honestly, because I'm finishing up stuff. I love him. Can I just tell you how much I love him? I think he's adorable. I think he's just adorable. He's a little Jellycat inspired little candy cane dude with the little feet and whatnot. I think he is just as cute as can be. Now, he doesn't curve as much as I would like, but that's the way the pattern is. Oh, cat's on the loose. Look out. Hang on. I might try a different pattern that makes a little curvier candy cane, but this is how he was. He looks more like a sled runner, on a sled or something, but he's still cute. I like him a lot. All right. Now, some works in progress, because that's all finished stuff. And we only have a couple things. I've worked on my top a little bit, but you don't really notice a difference. It's getting a little longer, but not a ton longer. You won't even be able to tell what this is, but these are going to be ornaments. All right. So you make this little round circle, and of course, then you crochet them around the ornaments. All right. And I'll just tell you right now, they're going to be little M&Ms. So I had to go buy some felt, and I'm going to cut out the little M, and then it gets little arms and stuff. And so that's just something that's in progress. I'll be right back with you, and I'll show you the big one. Hang on. All right. And here's the last big project I've been working on. And this one, it'll be done someday, some year. I don't know when. It takes forever. I'll just say it takes forever. So I showed you the beginnings of this. I believe you've seen this part, right? You've seen the center flower and some of the little purple petals. Well, we had the purple petals, and then we had more purple petals, and we got that all combined here. Hang on. All right. And so we got that whole central piece that's done. And then we made these big long petals like this, these big, huge, long petals, right? Oh, goodness. Can you even get it all in? And then we started working on these little field of flowers over here. I know this was week 3. Up to this point right here is week 3. And look at these little flowers. They just flop right now. But up to this point is week 3. Here's week 4. From the flopping purple flowers to this part, like from about right here to up here, is week 4, what I've got done on week 4 so far. One pass, one way, takes about 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. Okay, I've timed myself. So I'm nowhere near done. This will be completely, how do I even do this? It's so hard to show it to you. This will be completely like a big round, like an arch, you know, filled in with all of this lacy stuff. And up here you get 5 more of the purple petals up here, or the flowers somewhere. I got a lot to go before I'm done with this part. And then I have 3 more sides to do that on. It takes forever. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Like I said, 2026, maybe it'll be done. I work on that every night for, I don't know, about an hour, probably. I try to squeeze in about an hour before I go in and diamond paint. Yeah. All right. Yarn stuff. Let me show you more yarn. I got more yarn to show you. Hang on. Okay, it's not as much as I thought it was. I do have Yarnable, but I'm holding off on that until I get my brain, until I get the other one. You know, the other one. Anyhow, this was from my local yarn store. I was in there because I had this to pick up, and I checked out their sale plot because they still have this yarn on the sale plot. This is the Cirrus, the DK weight cotton from Juniper Moon Farms. So I picked up a couple more colors. I have a lot left over. It was the Entrelac bag used this yarn, and I have a lot left because I didn't use much for that bag. That bag was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. So I picked up 2 white. I don't have any white. And I thought white would be, these are all pastel pretty colors. And then, you know, a pastel pink. I thought the white would go good with all of those. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with the rest of this cotton. I could make like a wardrobe out of it. I have so much of it at this point. But anyhow, we shall see what we do with that. Okay. I also, oh man, you didn't even see it. The candy cane. Hang on just a second. Hang on. The candy cane was made out of this yarn. So when I was in there picking up this stuff, I checked out her chenille yarn. This is from Rico, and it's called Chenille Love. It's a nice chenille. And what I like about it, it's a 5 weight. It doesn't say that, but I have determined it's a 5 weight. Based on my 4 weight and my 6 weight yarns I have, this is a 5, and I love it. I love working with the 5 weight. It's easy to see your stitches. It's easy to work with. It makes a larger animal than the 4 weight does. I love everything about this. So I bought this red to make the candy cane. And I came home and I thought, for sure, I had a white yarn that would go with it. I did not. I had skinny chenille and I had big chunky chenille, and neither one of them were going to work with this. So then I had to go back one day and just buy a white. So this is my candy cane. This was what I made my candy cane out of, you guys. This chenille from Rico. It's very nice. I like it. She's got it in quite a few colors, and it's a little expensive. It's not a lot of yardage, and it's like $9. So it's a little expensive, but I like it. It's nice yarn. So that's what I got from the yarn store. I got those 3, and I got these 2. And while I was over here by the chenille yarn, I looked at her safety eyes. She has a book of patterns from Rico. Like this is one of them, this frog and stuff. You get the whole book of patterns. I just bought the eyes because they're like 30, I think they're 30 millimeter eyes. I don't have any eyes this big. They're huge. How many sets of eyes are in here? Is it really one set of eyes? It is. It's one set. I think they're like $5. You can make all these different colors. There's one set of eyes. Okay. All right. 1 pair. Didn't know that. Okay. Then this was the yarn of the month. And I've told you before, every other month they do DK. And I only get the DK. I don't want the fingering weight. So this was the color for November. This is November's color. And it's really, really pretty. I even asked her, because I'm getting their advent calendar. When I picked this up, I said, so I'm just curious. You don't have to be specific or anything, but will this go with like any of the advent colors? And she immediately said no. I'm like, okay, all right, now I know. I said, I was just wondering if it was going to like go with any of them, could be used with it. And she's like, nope, my instinct was no. I'm like, okay, all right, but look at it's very, very Christmassy colors. I would have thought this would have been their December color, but I'm glad it was the November color. The December color is pretty, but it's fingering weight yarn. It's like black and yellow and gray and something to do with solstice. But this one is called Mischievous Mistletoe, and I'm glad that they did this one in DK in November. And this is the little stitch marker, I believe is like little holly berry, holly leaves. So I like it. I think it's very pretty. I'll find something I can, put with it. I thought maybe the Advent, maybe some of the Advents that I'm getting might have some yarns that will go with this. That's my thought too. I was reading, somebody was talking about getting an Advent. I know what it was. It was the Halloween countdown from Bad Sheep. And somebody was commenting about their daughter was mad because they switched the order of some of the colors. They didn't like the order of the colors. So they switched the colors. And is that okay to do? And people are in the comments are like, girl, it is your yarn. You do whatever you want with it. You switch the colors. You can take out colors. You can add colors. You can do whatever you want with it. It's your yarn, your projects. You make it what you want. So if I find some Advent colors that might go with this, I have no problem pulling them out and putting them with this. Matter of fact, I probably have some already. I know I have some greens. I'm not a green person, but we'll see. Anyhow, you guys, I think that's it for now. I have no idea how long this video is going to be because I've recorded it over several weeks in parts and parts and parts. I just hope you enjoyed this, enjoy these videos and you hang out with me and you see what I'm up to. I got a lot of things done. Does that mean there's not a million things I want to still do? There are a million things I still want to get done. I just got to keep working my fingers to the bone, working my fingers to the bone. All right. Now that it's getting colder, maybe I'll be inside more. The planting is done outside. The weeding is done. The cutting down of all of the, perennials, everything's cut back for the winter. I don't think I have much to do outside anymore. So indoors I am. Look out. Progress is a-coming. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all real soon. Oh, hit the like button, subscribe, super thanks, all of those things. I love you. Thank you. Bye.